Corazon Aquino's legacy in the Philippines is both significant and complex. She restored democracy after Ferdinand Marcos's authoritarian rule, becoming the mother of democracy. Leading the peaceful People Power Revolution in 1986, she ended a dictatorship. Her administration rebuilt governance with the 1987 Constitution, emphasizing civil liberties and human rights. Aquino faced challenges like coup attempts and economic struggles, yet her impact remains profound. Despite criticisms, her legacy as a symbol of democracy and moral governance is deeply influential.
She rose from privilege to lead a nation in crisis. After the EDSA revolution, she became a beacon of hope for many Filipinos. Her unexpected rise marked a turning point, closing a dark chapter. Yet, opinions on her presidency are sharply divided. Some see her as a symbol of democracy, while others criticize her term. This complex legacy makes it hard to grasp her true impact. Her time in office was filled with triumphs and challenges, explores Aquino's multifaceted legacy. We'll hear from both her passionate supporters and her critics. Join us as we uncover her role in shaping modern Philippines.
Most significant gift to the Philippines was spearheading the return to democratic rule. This happened after years of authoritarianism. She became a unifying figure, bringing together millions with a common goal. From private citizen to national icon. Before politics, Corazon Aquino lived a quiet life. She was a devoted wife and mother. Her world changed forever with the assassination of her husband, Ninoy Aquino, in 1983. This tragedy pushed her into the spotlight. She became the unlikely figurehead for the opposition against Ferdinand Marcos. The Yellow Ribbon movement began. It symbolized hope and resistance, echoing her husband's last song. She joined the 1986 snap election, challenging Marcos directly. Her bravery ignited a nation. The EDSA Revolution, a peaceful uprising. The 1986 People Power Revolution saw millions take to the streets. They gathered on EDSA, Manila's main highway. Corazon Aquino was central to inspiring this peaceful uprising. Filipinos demanded Marcos step down. The sheer number of people, backed by military defectors and church leaders, showed the world a new way to fight for freedom. This nonviolent revolution ended decades of dictatorship. It proved the power of ordinary people working together. It was a moment of national pride. Rebuilding democratic institutions. Once in power, Aquino worked to dismantle Marcos-era structures. Her goal was to establish new democratic governance. One of her first acts was to create a new constitution. This document would safeguard freedoms and prevent another dictatorship. The constitution was approved by a wide margin. It laid the groundwork for a stronger democracy. New political bodies and checks and balances were put in place. These changes aimed to ensure no single leader could ever hold too much power again. Economic policies and their impact. Aquino's term faced tough economic challenges. Her administration introduced policies to steer the nation back on track. These choices drew both praise and criticism. Land reform, a contentious but crucial initiative. One major initiative was the Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program, CARP. She signed it into law. CARP aimed to redistribute land to landless farmers. This was a long-standing issue in the Philippines. The program sought to address deep inequalities in land ownership. CARP faced many hurdles. Its implementation was complex and often slow. Thousands of farms were affected, changing lives across the country. Still, debate continues today on how effective it really was. Did it truly help the poorest farmers, or were its gains limited? Economic liberalization and foreign investment. Her administration moved towards economic liberalization. It sought to open up the economy to trade. Attracting foreign investment was another key goal. This approach was common in many developing nations during the late 1980s and early 1990s. The global economic landscape was shifting. Key economic reforms were put in place to encourage growth. However, the country also grappled with a heavy debt burden, which made progress slow. Revitalizing a damaged economy proved difficult. Social inequality and poverty alleviation efforts. Addressing poverty and social inequality was a core promise. Aquino's government launched various social welfare programs. These aimed to help marginalized communities. Food aid, education support, and health services were among the initiatives. Despite these efforts, significant challenges remained. Poverty was widespread. Its roots ran deep. Many critics pointed out that the scale of impact was not enough to truly transform the lives of the poorest. Navigating political instability and coup attempts. Aquino's presidency was marked by serious political turmoil. Threats to her government were constant. This showed just how fragile the restored democracy was. The 7 failed coup attempts. Her government survived no less than 7 coup attempts. These were mostly led by rogue military factions. Figures like Gringo Hanason were often involved. Each attempt highlighted the instability of the new government. These events made it hard to focus on nation building. The constant threat of military intervention scared away investors. It also disrupted governance. Her leadership was tested time and again. Each time, she held firm against those trying to seize power. Challenges in uniting a divided nation. Uniting a nation fractured by years of dictatorship was no easy task. Deep political divides existed. Historical grievances lingered. Competing interests often clashed. Aquino worked to foster national unity. Her speeches often called for reconciliation. She asked Filipinos to look beyond their differences. Building a truly cohesive nation after such a long period of division was an ongoing struggle for her. Foreign relations and national sovereignty. Aquino's administration also shaped the Philippines' place in the world. A major issue was the U.S. military bases agreement. This agreement allowed the United States to keep military bases in the Philippines. She took a firm stance on national sovereignty. Her government chose not to renew the agreement in 1991. This decision ended a long-standing foreign military presence. It was a bold move, asserting the nation's independence on the global stage. Cultural and social contributions. Beyond politics and economics, Corazon Aquino had a profound influence on Filipino society and culture. Her impact resonated deeply with many. The Tita Cory persona, motherly leadership. Many Filipinos saw her as Tita Cory, or Auntie Cory. This image embodied a sense of maternal care. She seemed like a moral leader for the whole country. Her communication style was often gentle yet firm. She often appeared in media as a caring figure, guiding her people. This persona helped connect her with ordinary citizens. It offered comfort during uncertain times. As the first female head of state in the Philippines, she broke barriers. In a largely patriarchal society, her rise was truly inspiring. She showed women and girls that they too could reach the highest office. Her example opened doors for future generations of women leaders. Her courage and resilience became a powerful model. Many women today credit her with inspiring their own public service. Her presidency, despite its tough moments, became a strong symbol. It represented the Filipino people's power for peaceful change. It showed their amazing resilience. She reminded everyone what a united nation could do. Even now, she is remembered in popular culture and collective memory. She stands as an icon of hope. Her legacy proves that determination can overcome even the darkest depression. Like any leader, Corazon Aquino faced sharp criticism. Not every promise was fully realized. It's important to look at these viewpoints for a balanced perspective. Accusations of inaction and ineffectiveness. Some critics felt her administration was too slow to act. They pointed to issues like economic disparities. They also questioned the pace of peace negotiations with rebel groups. Certain policies were called ineffective. Some believed her government lacked the strong hand needed for quick change. The Marcos legacy and accountability. A big debate centered on the Marcos legacy. Did her administration do enough to hold the Marcos regime accountable? Many argued that more should have been done to recover ill-gotten wealth. They wanted stronger justice for human rights abuses. While efforts were made, the recovery process was often slow and complex. Legal challenges continued for years. This left some feeling that full accountability was never truly achieved. There were also accusations of cronyism within her administration. Political appointments sometimes drew fire. Some believed that loyalists gained too much influence. These points raised questions about the strength and fairness of her government. For critics, these issues blurred the lines of her democratic ideals. Corazon Aquino's role in restoring democracy and ending martial law is undeniable. It remains her most significant contribution. She gave a voice back to the Filipino people. Her economic policies, especially land reform, showed mixed results. They were a tough but necessary step in a long process. She navigated a time of extreme political instability. Her government faced constant threats from coup attempts. Yet, she persevered. Her lasting symbolic impact as an icon of hope and resilience continues to inspire. She taught the world about the power of peaceful resistance.
Her legacy is not a simple story of praise or blame. It's a complex tapestry woven with major achievements and debated shortcomings. All these threads together shape the modern Philippines. To truly understand the nation today, you must first understand the woman who helped free it. This dual legacy reflects both what Aquino truly added to the Philippines and the complex political and economic realities that shaped her tenure.